All right, welcome back to Jonesycast. Just checking on my puppy. I'm Jonesy, and this is the cast. Hey, welcome back. Basically, what I do is go through Reddit, looking at relationship advice, dating advice, etc., and do video responses. So let's look at this one. Relationship advice posted 6 minutes ago from the tired Cali dude. I, 26 male, think my mum is jealous of my wife, 26 female. Now, if you want to read the full post for context, I will put a link in the description to the post. Because I'm not going to go read through it verbatim. Listen, man, essentially, I think you should try to bridge the gap with your mother. Now, you look, everyone, there's 3 comments on it so far talking about how she's a narcissist. And they're right. They may be right. But the question is, how does narcissism really develop? I wouldn't say that being a narcissist is the narcissist's fault. But then again, I don't believe in free will, as most people define it. I think that it's not necessarily her fault. It is her responsibility, but I think that being angry at her, you may be right in your anger. You may have righteous anger, but it doesn't help you. It doesn't edify you. It doesn't build you. It doesn't do anything for you. Now, a lot of people love to stay in their anger. They love to stay in their resentment. They love to stay in their the righteous feeling of being right and the other is wrong. I'll tell you this much, man. She may be wrong. You know, she was certainly wrong to do what she did when you played at high school. But I don't know why she did it, and neither do you. I would maybe try to find that out. You know, that is a really interesting question for me. Why did she do that? Why did she not know that she should have encouraged you? You know, and look, man, you have reacted to her at your wedding. You've said that you just whispered to her quietly that you invited her because it was the right thing to do. I don't blame you for doing that, because I understand that there is a lot of tension there and a lot of built up resentment and anger and hurt, a lot of pain. But the hero of all the stories that we watch and we read is always the one that can overcome their pain, always the one that can supersede their pain, you know. And I think that when your dad talks about the fact that you should take her calls because she's not getting any younger or better in health, he's right. Stomach cancer, he's right. Look, here's the deal. Right now, you have a choice to make. And choices have consequences. You must remember that. And some choices like this one are going to have irrevocable consequences. My mum has cancer, right? She has, I think it started cervical cancer and now it's in there somewhere. And it's a rare form of cancer. And so the problem is that she's probably not going to make it out of this year. But the beautiful thing about my family is that both my father and mother are amazing human beings. Now, you don't have that, privilege in your life. You don't have the privilege of having amazing people that can teach you how to be a person. But I would just ask you to be better than your mother. Be better than your mother, because this is something she would do. Holding resentment, holding jealousy, holding it in and letting it twist her and mess with her. And that when she passes away, you're going to have to deal with what you did or didn't do. And this is not me putting it on you. Life will put it on you. Okay. So I would just be very, very careful about allowing bitterness, about allowing jealousy, about allowing resentment to control you. I know it's hard. I really, really know it's hard. But you have to be bigger than all of those feelings. You have to be more of a man. You have to control your emotions rather than letting them control you. Because I tell you what, if you do that, you'll be a fucking hero to me. because it's so rare that someone can do that. It's so rare that someone can take their pain and their hurt and their anguish and their resentment and just push it to the side and connect. You know, look, there are good things about your mother. She raised you, and I assume that you think you're a good man. I don't know you, but I don't think you're a bad man. She has something to do with that, man. You know, she's not a complete failure. She's not like even Darth Vader was redeemed. You know, so you have to, I mean, you don't have to, you can do what you want because you're a grown adult and I'm not your dad, right? But the reason I say you have to is because if you don't, there will be consequences down in the future. And I'm always a very big fan of the saying, the way a man treats his mother is the way he treats his wife. Okay. Now, people may disagree with that, and all power to them for disagreeing with that. That's fine. But my opinion just is that if you allow the feelings that you have to control you, you will set that as a precedent. You will make the excuse of, well, I can't or I won't because she did this, right? But you are bigger than that. You are better than that. You are more of a man than your emotions. You are more of a person. You are, you know, like the reason that Batman is Batman with all his demons is because he is bigger than the Joker. The Joker just wants to kill him, but Batman refuses to kill him. He refuses to allow hatred and resentment, and he refuses to be that which he fights against, right? And so I would just ask you, I hopefully haven't repeated myself too much in this video, but I would ask you to be better than that which you fight against, because you're not fighting against your mother, all right? You're fighting against her jealousy, her insecurity, her ignorance, her arrogance, her narcissism, her pretentiousness, you know, all of the things that you don't like about her. You cannot allow yourself to become that. You cannot allow these things like resentment and jealousy and, well, not jealousy, but you can't allow all these things to control you. Listen, man, this is not easy. It's not easy. But I hope that you can... Look, I'll tell you a story about my mother, okay? So my mother, at the age of 2, her mother died. And then she was, at the age of 9, given away to her maternal grandparents by her father because he was a drunk and a fool. He was a fool, right? And the reason that was the case is because he married a new woman and her name was Marta. And Marta was from Latvia. Back when the communists came in, they fled Latvia. So she moves to Australia. She had psychosis, bipolar disorder, and they treated her with lithium and antipsychotics, right? Very, very dynamic emotionally, right? And so she used to beat my mother. My mum thought that she would kill her at one stage because she used to beat my mother so much. And finally, my mother's drunk father, who's dead now, stepped in and stopped it, right? He wasn't too bad of a man. He just had, like, he wasn't abusive towards my mother, but he had a lot of demons, right? So then me and my sister are born. My sister's a year older than me. So my mother makes a concerted effort to forgive and develop a relationship with her mother, her stepmother, who completely supported throwing her out of the house like Cinderella, right? She made a concerted effort to have that relationship so that her children could have a relationship with their grandmother, right? Now, if my mother can do that, you can do this. And again, I'm not telling you that you have to. I'm not in your position. I don't know all the things you know. But from what I can read, forgiveness has a lot more peace than holding on to resentment. Forgiveness and just allowing peace to wash over you because you've let that resentment and that pain and that hurt go. There is a lot more peace there than holding on to it. Because what will happen is when you hold on to it, your children will learn from that. Your wife will learn from that, right? And it's just inevitable. I'm not saying that you're going to be a bad man because of it, but that is a potentiality, right? I wish you the best, man. I really do wish you the best. I'm just staggered by the complete, amazing example of my own mother. And I hope you can find peace in yourself with her and develop a relationship with her and meet the little girl that she forgot about. Because that's what happened. You know, she forgot about the little girl she was. Now, having said that, she could be a complete bitch sometimes. I'm not saying she can't, and you know better than me. But having said that, what you want to do is be the guy that you want to be the better man. There's a reason they say that. You want to be the better man. You can't let what she has done control what you are going to do. I wish you the best, man. I'm going to end this video so I don't keep repeating myself, but good luck.